the Artist Interrogations podcast.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Chase? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Pleasure.
Oh, man, it's great to talk to you. I just saw you guys live last time at the Complex in Salt Lake in November. It was awesome to see you guys on stage and everything.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, how different is it really for Ov Sulfur to hear Ov Sulfur being played on like a rock radio station?
It's interesting. I never thought that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of insane to me still, but I'm happy, happy to hear it.
Yeah, and I was talking to when I briefly ran into Ricky at the show. I was like, "Hey, we play you guys," and he kind of like gave a glance, like, "What? What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, because we want to make ourselves different, play the actual metal and such." So it's as soon as I saw the opportunity to get the chance to talk to you today, I was like, "I got to do it,"
That's so awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean that show was funny too at the Complex because you had Blue October in the other room, and then you had you guys, Lorna Shore, and all the great heavy bands that you got, all of you guys together. And I was in line. I'm like, why is nobody wearing black? Like, what? Who are these? And I was in the wrong line. I was going to be in line for Blue October, and I think there was a few people during that show that even they were like in shock because they thought they were in line for Blue October, but then saw you guys on stage and saw Ricky do the vocals, and it's just like, oh, I'm in the wrong room.
I was trying to sneak over to see that show. I love Blue October.
Me too. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can sneak to both. Go see you, and then when in between bands, just go to that one, check them out real quick, and then come back. But you guys are actually coming back to the Complex. It was just announced yesterday, another tour for you guys. Chelsea Grin, Carnifex, Left to Suffer. And my question is, like, how do you guys coordinate all these bands hitting the road together?
Honestly, it's kind of just like a right place, right time thing. Our manager was, he works with Carnifex and, Chelsea. He was talking to a couple of the members from that band and he threw our name out there and they were like, that's funny because we were thinking about that as well. So it just kind of ended up working out, and, I can't speak for like Left to Suffer or anything like that, but I know Chelsea and Carnifex have been touring quite a bit over the last few months. Like I know they were just in Europe together with, I think it was Varials and Bodysnatcher, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, I mean, it's right place, right time. It's like a lot of luck, to be totally honest.
And you guys never seem to really have a break. I mean, you just did that tour with Lorna Shore and all those other bands, and now you just announced this one. I mean, what do you do with your free time in between that little free time in between tours?
Yeah, I usually spend my time writing. I kind of handle a lot of the business aspect of the band, like with our manager Brad and everything too. So I'm kind of the point person for a lot of things. So my free time, I guess you could say, kind of consists of just me working like pretty consistently. So that's pretty much what I do. In the little free time that I get, I end up writing.
Right. Yeah. It seems like it's nonstop for all of you guys. I had Chris Motionless on the show past time, and he was talking about constantly touring. And at the time, they had a new album out as well. And now you guys have an album set for March 24th, The Burden of Faith. And I was looking at the track listing, and I was loving all the features that I saw on there. I mean, you had Alex Terrible as a feature on one of the tracks. I mean, did you guys write these songs with them in mind, or how did you guys come up with these features on the album?
Like we knew we wanted features on the album and a lot of names were like thrown out. And these songs weren't necessarily written for anybody per se. We knew we wanted some features and we knew we wanted certain people. Alex was definitely one of them, and Howard Jones was another one. And then Lindsay, Kyle, and Taylor kind of like fell into our lap, and I was like, oh my God, like these would be perfect. So with that being said, we kind of just picked out the best parts that we think would really showcase these vocalists. And I think it's awesome. Like all the tracks with the features are banging. Like they're some of my favorite tracks, to be totally honest. So I'm really stoked with how they turned out.
I think I heard Earthen for the first time not too long ago, and it's funny to me because when you listen to it from like an outside perspective, really you kind of just hear like, oh, this is a heavy song. But then I was trying to dig deep on more of the song meaning because I'm much more of a person that cares about the meanings of the song, and I saw Ricky actually based it off of a person that he knew or something. What's the story on that track?
So yeah, Earthen is actually about Ricky's nephew dying from a rare type of cancer, actually. And, you know, when I wrote the song, I had no idea that that was going to be the tribute for his nephew. It was like that was the first thing I wrote when I came back from a tour we did with Signs of the Swarm and Worm Shepherd. And, you know, when he showed me the lyrics, I was like, damn, this is like really deep, you know, like, and I wasn't expecting that from Ricky, because 9 times out of 10, the lyrics from Ricky are like religion hate, God hate, like all that type of stuff, all the good stuff, right? That
Yeah.
we're known for. But I guess he just wanted to do something different. He wanted a memorial for his nephew, and I mean, that's exactly what it is. And I'm super proud of him for like being able to life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, the Zoom kind of went out there for a second.
sorry about that.
That's all good. That's all good. No, it really is a deep song. I mean, it's crazy to me to hear these tracks, because before I started working here, I was just like, oh, it's just all noise to me. But then I started getting used to it and more used to it, and used to these vocal tracks. And I mean, bands like Lorna Shore are now taking off. You see like this resurgence of heavier melodic deathcore, metalcore, all that really. So it's great to see this music kind of just all of a sudden be on the trend. It seems like we're revisiting the 90s too, with like we saw an upsale and cassette tapes. So I mean, are there any Ov Sulfur cassette tapes set to be on sale?
Man, that's so cool. No, we do have 3 different types of like vinyl out. I know they're like color exclusive to where you buy them from. We have the gold one on our indie merch store. Don't quote me on this because I might be wrong, but there's so much talk about this. Red, I think, might be at the Century Media store, and then silver is Europe, if I'm not mistaken. So we do have vinyl. Cassette tapes would be really cool, and I believe we will actually have CDs. Like, believe it or not, people still buy them as like a collector's item. They love them, and you know, like it's more so some people just like the physicality of holding something, you know. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm way more of a physical music collector. I got my CDs, I got cassette tapes, and it seems to be making a comeback like we just talked about. I mean, vinyl records have been on the rise for the past few years, really, and people really like them. I like to just hang mine up and keep them on the wall and such. And actually, since you're like on the business side of things for Ov Sulfur, I know recently on Twitter, Gojira was trending because the prices of their merch was really, really high. And then people were talking about the economical side of it versus like just being a fan. I mean, the one thing I do liked about what you guys did at the complex was that everything merch wise was reasonable, and it was really cool to see. And it was just, it's funny with like Gojira's t-shirts were like $65. And I mean, like to some people that's real steep, but I mean to tour in 2023, as you definitely would know, it's probably way too expensive for some of these stops you have to make and such.
100%. I mean, that's the thing. And it's like, it's kind of a hard subject because I understand to a point what Gojira is doing, you know, and they're at a point in their career where they can charge that and people will buy it. And like, I get it. Like, but at the same time, from another standpoint, I would want my fans, as many of my fans as possible, to have the t-shirt and say they went to the show and were able to go get it, and you know, things like that. But you know, you have your my family grew up in like the hard rock industry. Like my uncle drummed for Manson, he now drums for Rob Zombie, and he, you know, I've seen things go up on an uptick, like merch and physical sales and stuff like that. And you know, I do understand the business aspect, but me personally, I would rather have all my fans have my merch.
Going back to this upcoming album, The Burden of Faith, do you guys plan on using a lot of those tracks during your upcoming set list, or just kind of like a nice mix of old and new?
So there will be mostly new songs on this tour, since it is our first tour in support of the album. So you're going to see more new than old. We will play some of the classics. You know, how can you not? But we really want to showcase what this album has to offer. And in my personal opinion, I think it's like miles above where the EP stood musically. And I'm just really excited to showcase these songs for like people that want to come see us, you know? So definitely more new than old, but we'll play some bangers for sure.
And earlier you mentioned that you wrote Earthen before Ricky kind of gave out the lyrics about his nephew and such. Do you usually do that? Like, do you write most of the songs, like the lyrics and such, and then Ricky kind of just takes over from there, or how does the songwriting process go?
Yeah, so like all pretty much how the song writing process will work is, you know, me or the guitar player I'm working with. At this point in time, it was Matt, who's no longer in the band. We would go in a room, write things out. I would kind of structure all the songs out, and we'd each pull riffs and see what we could work off of. From there, we would send it to our drummer, who would spice up the drums a little bit, because we don't know what we're doing when it comes to that. It's like, you know, that's his forte. And once the songs are kind of all laid out, then we send them to Ricky, and it's kind of, he's got the most important job, which is to pick out like the feeling of the song and kind of convey that with words, you know? And I think with Earthen, he picked the right song to do that with, because it is kind of somber. It starts out with that really ambient, sad, you know, lead in the beginning. And then it just explodes into this crazy riffage, and he really pulls from the sadness in the chorus too. So I don't think he could have picked a better song, to be completely honest. And he was right on the money with the feeling portion of that.
Yeah, it seems like it's a really, it's funny how like this sad, like we just talked, the sad deathcore is kind of like what's in right now. I mean, Lorna Shore kind of had that with Pain Remains 1, 2, and 3, and it was funny you mentioned like about the drums being the forte, when like Lorna Shore's drummer was like, my back, I think he had a back injury or something like that, and the bassist took over on drums. I mean, how many skills can this guy have, really?
Dude, he's like insane. He can play literally like every instrument, it seems like, and like really well. He's like not moderate at certain instruments. He's just a beast at everything.
Yeah.
So, insane, nuts. I wish I could be like that, you know?
Yeah, and being a guy who's in the genre, are you one of those that exclusively listens to it all the time, or are you more so like, I need to listen to everything?
Oh no, I couldn't listen to it all the time. Like I was actually just talking to somebody else about this too. Like after a show, I listen to really chill, like indie, or I listen to my favorite thing to listen to is like Depeche Mode, like synthwave type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Relax on like the long car rides, especially if I'm like trying to go to sleep or something like that. That stuff will put me right to sleep. So but I don't exclusively listen to it. I think if I did, I would probably end up getting tired of it. And so it's good that I mix it up every now and then.
Yeah, for me, it's just like I have to take it in doses too. Like I have such a wide music taste. It's like, that's why I was like, maybe I should go watch Ov Sulfur, then go get a break to go watch Blue October, then come back and go watch Angelmaker and all these other bands and such. But yeah, I mean,
totally.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for joining me today. It was awesome to really get the chance to talk to you, and looking forward to the new album. I'm sure we'll play a lot of those tracks on Jenk Show, which is what happens Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 2. We also play it. We go crazy with the metal around here because we have the freedom to do so. I mean, we have like the metal morning wake up call. It's like 6 a.m. right off the bat, something crazy heavy. So,
way to start your day.
I know, right? It's so funny to me to see people kind of like get spoiled with our station here, and then eventually like they'll go to like another state or something and be like, "Oh, this radio station sucks. Let me stream these other guys back online." Because
back to the guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. We do album playthroughs too, which is kind of a sad thing. I mean, people don't do albums that much. I mean, people are now going towards the singles route. And I'd much rather have that full album, really, because it's fun to do those album playthroughs. I've done them in the past for like Five Finger Death Punch, played theirs from start to finish, played Lorna Shore from start to finish. It's fun to just sit down and listen to a band's artwork, pretty much.
I agree, man. Honestly, like I try with every album I listen to listen front to back. There's, albeit, like there's not a whole lot I can sit through the entire thing, whether that means my ADHD kicks in or whatever. But there are some where I just listen the whole way through and I'm like, wow, I'm really glad I listened to that the whole way through. Pain Remains was one of them. So,
yeah,
you know,
it's nutty. Yeah. Well, awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Chase, for joining me today. It's awesome to have you on the show, really.
Hey, not a problem. Thank you for having me. I guess I'll see you at the complex, right?
Yes. I'll try to look out for you and just be like, Chase, I interviewed you. So
Dude, definitely. I love saying hi to everybody, so please do.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I'm hard to miss because I'm 6'9". You just can't tell because of the Zoom camera, so I'll be right there.
I'm pretty easy to spot too.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, it was easy to spot Ricky in the crowd too because he's a big buff dude with the long brown hair. I was like, there he is.
Yeah, totally, man.
Well, all righty, Chase. You have a great rest of your day, man.
Hey, you as well, man. Take it easy.
Hey, you too.
The Artist Interrogations podcast is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.